And she got married late. I wouldn't say she got married late, but the man she married to, the man, was single for a good while. But here's the thing now. She said to me, she said, Cain, he's not changing. So I said, he's not changing. Have you changed? She said, I know me need for change. I him for change. So I said, all right. Tell me one of the issues you have. She said, Cain, when I was single, everything was so all right and fine. But now I'm married. Me expect my husband, especially on weekends, we can sleep in the bed until 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. The husband said, listen to me. He said, so me grew up, lady. Me and a lazy man. Any man lay down in the bed until sun rays. A lazy man them there. Me by 4:30, 4:45, me out of my bed. And the man stick by that. And as I said, him decide same not change that. And other things, and people say them not change until what happen? They go apart. So that's why I'm saying to you that it's beautiful. But as I said, over the years, you have built up a character. And that is why, as Paul would say, and as I said, this is no commandment from me. But if you realize that you have certain attitude problem as a single person, you have to be very, very careful. As I said, especially when you have lived this way, especially throughout your youthful life. It is better, you're out there in ministry, very active in ministry, very potent in ministry, and doing the Lord's work, because this is what you have been doing all your life. And let nobody look down on your singleness and believe that it is something bad. No, it is not something bad. It is something good. But you have more time for ministry, you can be more focused, and you can be more diligent in carrying out your duties. When I look at Daniel as a prophet, young man, and after years spent in Babylon, Daniel did something that was quite remarkable. In Daniel chapter 9, he went and he studied the prophecies, because Israel should be coming out of captivity. And that's why he said he studied the books of Jeremiah. And it was as he showed interest in the word of God. And this not only goes for singles, but it goes for everybody. It only as he shows interest in the word of God, and he prayed and he fasted, that the man Gabriel came to him. Oh, Daniel, greatly beloved. So, as single persons don't have any commitment, we must have that strong desire to study and understand the word of God. And this goes for married people also. But singles, you don't have any children. Well, those who don't have any children around their head at night, no husband or no wife to take care of, spend time study the word of God. Place some of your energies there in the word of God. And also, like the Apostle Paul, the care of the brethren. Save this one for last, Not really last, but down. I believe that single persons have more, not just time, not just talent, but maybe in terms of resources, to help in the growth and development of God's church. Especially those who are childless, those who don't have those immediate responsibilities at home. If you disagree with me, you can tell me why you disagree. As I said, I'm not telling you a commandment here from Bible, but I'm saying that I believe that, single persons can contribute to the growth and development of the church more than those who have commitments, to take care of children, send children to school, things like those. I believe that singles can contribute more. Agree or disagree? If you disagree, tell me, and we can look at it objectively or subjectively, whichever aspect you want to look at it from. But that's my opinion, that's my belief. As I said, it is no doctrine I'm preaching, it's no commandment. But for example, if you're going to have a crusade, I believe that singles can contribute time, energy, finances if it is needed, and stuff like that. So let us use whatever thing we have, whatever we do it to the honor and glory of God. We should not heap up our resources in places where moth and rust corrupt it. We must lay up treasures in heaven where, it is fine, it is beautiful. So, we have learned so many things of how singles can make themselves happy, contribute to the building up of the church, contribute to ministry, and also be actively involved in the church and also in the community. Now, tell me something. In the communities, if you have like police youth club or citizen association, or I just want to hear your view on it, citizen association, police youth club. Well, I don't, but I hear about them like Lions Club and Kiwanis Club and what the other again? Is a Rotary? Whatever. Should we get involved in these aspect of community development? Should we? Some of them. Okay. Like Citizen Association, we can get involved in that one. How about Police Youth Club? Well, I don't know what they do, but I always hear about Police Youth Club. I don't know what they do there. If they it is run. Okay, go ahead, come here, Brian. Go ahead, Patrina. You can give some information on.
So you'd have to treat the clubs just as how you would treat any other types of organizations.
Okay. You
have to understand what are their goals and objectives. You have to read what is said, maybe not explicitly but implicitly in those objectives.
Okay.
What are their values? So you have to understand all of that and what they stand for and what they do before you get yourself involved in any club or organization.
Okay.
Right? You can't just see something and just jump into it without knowing those things. Because there may be things there in terms of your values and what they stand for might have a clash. Your Christian values may clash with that. So you have to be careful.
Okay. So when Paul said, to the Jew, I became a Jew. To the Greek, he became a Greek. Isn't that identifying himself with these institutions so he can present Christ to them?
When you go to witness to, say, some people at a bar, your attitude or the way or your witness is going to be different from if you are witnessing to just any person at their home or on the street. So when Paul said that he became, it doesn't mean that he became one of them in terms of who they are, but rather being able to speak to them in language that they can understand.
Right.
So it's a different thing from becoming them.
Right. So what Paul did, Paul identified them in terms of looking at their culture, look at the similarities and differences, and then he just adjusts himself not to his own spiritual defilement, but to bring them, because I remember when he went and saw them praying to the unknown God, and he let them know that this unknown God is who? Is Jesus Christ himself. And so the singles, as you go along, where, as I said, wherever you are in ministry at all times. Once you're alive, you're in ministry. And so your life should be a life of ministry at all times. People should know when after a while that this person is not just an ordinary individual, but this person is totally different from us. And as I said, there are many advantages, with being a single, being single. But as I said, we just have to have the desire. Because even though there are so many, you have singles ministry, sometimes the community is not being impacted by the singles ministry, because